Alright, welcome back guys. This is your boy bishopshattavlog. I'm here today to talk to you about a few things, basically about what's concerning and affecting a lot of people in different ways when it comes to the fighting game community, and just in regards to video games as a whole. And I'm going to be touching base on a lot of things that's happened between the miscommunications between main event, people that represent the fighting game community, how they've poorly represented the fighting game community. Also, I want to talk about a site that I've been going to for a very long time, and I want to touch base on a lot of things about that particular site and how it not only does it affect me, but how I've represented as well. Then I also want to touch base on a few other things, and you'll see it when I break all these videos down. But in this part one of this video, and as you saw on my little customized picture just saying fighting over fighters, you're doing it wrong. You really are. A lot of you guys really are. You really are fighting about stupid shit, and it's getting out of hand. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use my boy Main Event as an example, and this is what I wanted to get clear before I go any further. I'm not trashing anybody in this conversation. I'm not downing Main Event. This dude had my back literally a year ago, so I'm not going to turn my back on him. This is what I'm doing as, I can't necessarily say as a friend, because we don't really know each other. I've tried to get to know you, but you from Philly. That's the only thing I can say. You from Philly. East Coast cats is different, and I bump into cats from Virginia, New York, Boston, New Jersey all the time. If y'all don't see me face to face, we don't click. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. So my thing that I want to bring to, and I want everybody, if you want to skip this part and go to part 2, that's fine, because this is really, I'm trying to get this part out the way. This is really between me, Main Event, and another member from SRK, and I brought one of his videos to his attention, and there was a big miscommunication between both individuals, and I'm trying to clear it up on my side. I'm one of those dudes that, to be perfectly honest, not when it comes to relationships, but anything in general, my first reaction is usually my best reaction in most cases. And if I feel that I'm wrong, I'm just going to say, okay, well, in that situation I was wrong, but I'm not going to apologize for it. I will never apologize for being wrong, because how the fuck am I going to learn to be right if I'm never wrong? You know, that's just how it is. That's how I perceive shit. So if I do something wrong and I get somebody to point that shit out and like, yeah, dude, you did that wrong, I'm like, okay, I'll do better next time. But I'm not going to apologize for that shit under no circumstances. I don't give a fuck. If I do something wrong, especially if I know it's wrong, I ain't apologizing for shit. When I fuck up, I fuck up. And I also call people out on their fuck ups. So in this situation, you can look at it this way, but do not in any way, shape, or form take this shit too fucking personal, because I'm really not coming at you like that. I'm really not. But Main Event, I wanted to respond to something that from one of your videos that concerned an anime convention, and how you were disappointed with your personal experience. And I did show it to one of my colleagues from SRK that I frequently talk to on Facebook as well. Typically when you post your videos on Facebook, sometimes I share it as well, depending on what subject it is. If you're talking about Philadelphia football, I'm not going to do that. Most of my friends we're from the Midwest, Omaha, Nebraska. We don't have a football team, so we're all over the spectrum. There's so-called Bears fans, there's so-called Chiefs fans, there's so-called Detroit fans. Get out of here. That's a whole other subject. The only thing we can always come to a common ground if it's Huskers football. That's pretty much it. So I really don't always repost your sports vids. I kind of stay away from them depending on what the subject is. But in this case, back with the anime, one of my boys, he's a big Tekken player, and we've been talking to each other about some things that we want to do on the business side dealing with the fighting game community. And I didn't know that you were going to talk about that in the video, so this is where I fucked up. I didn't watch the video yet. I only watched maybe about 2 minutes. And that was the time that I was literally downloading your video. It took me 2 minutes to download it. So I'm watching just that first 2 minutes, and I was like, okay, later on tonight I'll get back to this. But when I shared it, I tagged one of my boys to see this shit, and I forgot all about it. Went to work, did my thing. I come back the next day, I see all these messages coming from my boy, and he's like, "Damn, dude, Event blocked me." And I'm like, "For what? What the fuck did you do?" It's like, you must have really pissed this dude off. What the fuck did you do, man? And he was just like, I just told him was how I felt about the shit and then how he was overreacting. I was like, shit. I was like, for one, I didn't even tell you to even talk to this dude. I didn't even tell you to do that. I just wanted you to see it. That was it. That was my purpose. Just to see it. I didn't even know you went. I was like, damn, and I forgot he's from fucking Massachusetts. Not that far. Not that far from Baltimore. So I'm like, damn it. That's, right there. I fucked up on that part. Didn't tell him, and I also didn't tell him that you was beefing with the fighting game community on top of that. So since I didn't know that was going on in that video, I was like, oh shit. But anyway, I was sitting there. I only got to see one comment on YouTube after I found out you blocked them. And I checked out and I was seeing what Max had put down, and I was like, at first I was looking, I was like, that wasn't even really a bad comment. It's just that Event looked at it as, this dude, I don't know him, never seen him before, he came out of nowhere, now you want to talk to me, he don't agree with what I'm saying, you know what, fuck him, I'll block him. And I was like, that's not Event. Event don't do shit like that. This is the main dude that talk about hypocrisy all the fucking time. He's not gonna sit here and just block him up. I was like, man, what the fuck did you do? I didn't get to see anything else, so I just said, fuck it. I'll talk to him about it. I was like, I'm not making any promises. I'm basically not even gonna tell him to do shit. What he did is what he did. He's in charge of his own shit. That's him. I'm letting him do it. But I want to clear something up on both sides, because both of y'all are passionate about the same things. Like, we all have common interests, and sometimes when people are so passionate about things, we forget that the other person is just as passionate. Okay? And sometimes our experience is a fact only to us, not to you. Whatever happened to you, if you got harassed by some black security guard, guess what? I didn't. So if you let that fuck up your experience, I didn't let that fuck up mine, because it never happened. And that's how some people, I'm not speaking for Max, I'm just saying, for some people, feel that way. And that's how they perceive shit. That's how they interpret shit. That's how they process shit. It's unfortunate, because not everybody's gonna, it's not even just with video games, it's not with anime conventions, it's with life. If they haven't gone through that shit, they're not gonna give a fuck. Okay, there's been many times that I've talked to I've seen Main Event mention homeless people. I've seen him take pictures of homeless people and how he responds. Little does he know, I was just homeless not that long ago for a project. Okay, do I take his words personally when he say about it? I was like, no. Because to be perfectly honest, I kind of feel the same way. The only difference is a New York bum or East Coast bum is completely different from a Midwest bum. The Midwest bums, they usually come out of Cali. They're coming from Cali, they're coming from the South, and they come up here and they lose their fucking mind, and then somebody chin checks them, and then they mellow out. That's pretty much what happens here. But the funny thing is, being homeless in Cali, you'll die. Being homeless in Omaha, you'll get fat. That's the difference. And if you don't believe me, check my shit. I only put one part out. I'm still trying to work on the other shit. I've been finished the project, I just haven't uploaded anything yet, because stuff like this keeps happening. But back on topic. Only thing I want to say to Event at this point is, when shit is happening to you and you know shit is, it seems like everybody's just coming at you from all angles, sometimes you gotta check yourself. I can't always be there to check you, physically or even by video. Because it took me almost a week just to get this video out. So I can't really be there at all times, just like you can't always be there for me at all times. You my boy and all, we do represent the same shit, but I can't always, condone certain stuff. And this is what I'm saying to you, and not as an attack. I'm telling you this shit as a part of the community. Some of the stuff that I saw within last week, I'm not disappointed with you, I'm just disappointed that it happened. I hate that shit happened. Because to be perfectly honest, we both had the same fucking anger. We do. We don't take shit from nobody. That's just us. And I think that's why me and you click. Because I don't put up with shit. I don't. I fucking don't. That's why a lot of people here don't like me. And I'm like, that's good. I love that. Because I don't like the bullshit you doing. I don't like how you run in this city. I don't like this. I don't like that. And something needs to be done about it. I'm surrounded by cowards every day. And I'm the only one speaking up. That's the shit I'm dealing with. And I'm seeing that my boy is dealing with the same fucking thing with Mayor Nutter and all these other idiots that's in Philly. I'm like, damn, dude, we going through the same fucking shit. The only thing is, Omaha will never be on the plane, not even the same universe of bullshit that Philly goes through. Not even Detroit. And we're both Midwest, or considered Midwest. I can't do it. I won't disrespect your city like that. I just won't. And if anybody does, I'm checking them. I'm like, fall back. You don't know what you're talking about. Leave that alone. Only thing you know is your own city in Atlanta. You've never been to Atlanta. So shut the fuck up. Talk about your own city. And that's what I do. I talk about my city. Leave that alone. So that's what I'm sitting there saying to all these other cats. But when it comes to this shit that went down, I'm not happy about that. And I'm not even directing this just to event. I'm not happy about that at all. Because whoever this Black Shinobi is, I don't know that motherfucker at all. Never heard of him. I've heard of a Black Shinobi, but I've never heard of this dude as a member of Shuriken.com. I've been to Shuriken 13 plus years. I do not know this dude. I can go around asking people, you heard of this cat? And they were like, hell no. Probably some recent motherfucker that just signed up. That's going to be our response. And I never searched this dude. I don't even want. This is the first and the last time I want to hear about him, to be perfectly honest. That's how I feel about it. The only thing I wanted to check event on in a proper way, as you know, as a dude that's representing the same thing as you, I need you to fall back a little bit. And if I put that on a point scale or a percentage scale, about 1/4 for 25%. You ain't gotta fall back 100%. All I'm telling you is just step back, man. Just step back. This is not saying that you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how to handle shit. You too erratic. You letting people take advantage of your anger and shit like that. I'm not even saying that. Not at all. I'm not. I just know enough about you to know that this is not what you would want. Because if I did that shit, you would have pulled me to the side and said, come on, Bishop. You tripping. Chill out a little bit. I feel you on a lot of this shit. I agree with a lot of this shit. But I'm not agreeing how you handling it right now. Okay? Chill out. If that dude comes to you with his opinion, remember that's just his opinion. If he doesn't have any facts, if he's not backing up anything that he's saying, and then when you call him out on that shit and they won't even come up with it, case closed. Move on. That dude's a scrub. He's nothing. He's nothing to you. He's nothing to the community. He's nothing at all. He's failing all over the spectrum. Don't even worry about this cat no more. Move on. And I've been saying that I'm kind of addressing this also to Max. Because Max, he been on SRK too long. And the fucked up thing is he can talk to me like that. But sometimes when we've been on SRK so long, we forget that we can't always communicate with everybody the same fucking way. Because a lot of people interpret that shit differently. It comes off as a threat. It comes off as you're an idiot. I know what I'm talking about. Fuck what you talking about. It's not always the case. It's not always the case. And people like Black Shinobi, they don't represent me. They don't represent Max. They don't represent Shuriken.com at all. And that's going to be my next part. But the only thing I want to make sure that event understand is, you remember what you did with DMC not too long ago, right? You see that you haven't put out any more videos, right? There was a very good reason why you didn't. It was your own personal reason. You don't need to explain it to me. You don't need to explain it to no one else. Take that same initiative with what's going on right now. If you want to fall back completely, you a man. If you feel that's your best decision and that's the decision you want to take, do it. Do it. Because you've already seen people like me. I've already demolished DMC long time ago. Long time ago. Already did it. Other cats already did it. People that weren't even trying to already did it. So we've already smashed that. Squashed it. It's done. It's over with. Capcom has taken a loss. We didn't lose anything because we voted with our wallets. That's what we were supposed to do. And that's pretty much what we're going to have to do when it comes to this community shit, these streams, and all this other stuff. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Always more than one way. So, Event, please take my words with a grain of salt. The shit I'm saying to you is not to be meant as an insult. If you want to respond to it, you can talk to me personally about that shit. You ain't gotta make another video. You ain't gotta do that. Don't waste your time with it. You can you know where to find me. I'm on YouTube. Just hit me up. You know, hell, you know me on Twitter. You know my tag. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, we can do that too. I already told you I was gonna send you a video, and here it is. So all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna check my boy, and I just wanted to check up with you about what happened. That's it. That's it. Don't let these motherfuckers get under your skin, because we both have the same problem. We are surrounded by idiots, and the more we know, the more it makes us angry. It's infuriating. I know it. I understand it. I really do. I really do. The only thing is, I don't process it exactly the same as you. I don't put out videos very often. But to be perfectly honest, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. Since last year, you already know what happened a year ago. We ain't gonna go into that. But because of what happened and all this other shit, we had to do something. So we did that. But that's enough. That's the end of part 1.
Why did they even make this game? Really? Like, high play, competitive play? No, they got baby combos. Have you seen Wolverine? Dude, you can press 3 buttons and you accidentally kill somebody. 1 combo, he's automatically dead. That don't even make any sense. Why would they even put him in this game? Yeah.
Okay, now that motherfucking Yipes is retarded, okay? How you gonna play a motherfucking game and get tired? This nigga huffing and puffing during the match. I can hook your ass up on a damn weightlifting program.
Nigga got the nigga Bacardi talking about he wanna scrap. Nigga got my whole squad. What you got? Nigga, you a bitch.
The game's ass because of people like you being good at it. Oh. You were ass in Marvel 2. You were ass in Marvel 2.
Oh, yo, wait a minute, stop it.
All right?
Kels, wait
you are not godlike in Marvel 2. Marvel 2 is a hard game to play.
No good, no bueno.
This game is scrub friendly. That's why everybody is good at it.
Scrub friendly.
Women are picking up this game and beating men. That's how bad the game is.
Wow.
Yo, I just got body in my face. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, Marvel! Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Yo, is he? Get the fuck out, Noel! It's Marvel, baby!